What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to be saving my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into it.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can now. What's going on?
I'm great. I'm great. How you doing?
All right. What did I get wrong?
I don't think that you did or said anything wrong. Um, I made
Okay.
a comment that, some of us like the truth sugar coated and some of us like the truth how you give it with hot sauce. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that is just, she wasn't really ready for your response to her mindset. So
Who are you talking about? The woman in the video?
the woman initially that that you had and you were talking
Oh,
to
yeah.
counseling video.
Okay. Why do you think she wasn't ready for what I said?
Based on how you read her, she seems like she was the type of individual that a lot of people didn't really give her a reality check when it was needed.
If she was ugly, could she have gotten where she was in life?
I don't believe so.
That's why she wasn't ready for what I said.
I don't believe so. But if I may, I do have a question for you because I made a comment and the backlash that I got was kind of alarming. So I want to know your advice on this.
Okay.
All right. So in my past, I have been an individual that has been married, had relationships, and they did not work out simply because I wasn't willing to work anything out after um, their behaviors influenced my decision. Now, at this time, I am much more mature, understand. I made decisions out of being an emotional wreck, and I really wasn't in the right mental space. So I call myself leveling up now. At this time, I do have suitors and individuals that tries to court me, but I don't entertain them. My question would be, should I date while leveling up, or should I just wait till I get to the top and open my eyes then?
When you say level up, what does that mean?
Well, it's just being um, more mature on the levels that I wasn't before. I realized I made a lot of mistakes because of my maturity level.
No,
I
no.
wasn't
When you
really
say you're leveling, you ask the question, should I date now while I'm leveling up, or should I wait till I've completely leveled up and then open the floodgates? What is leveling up?
leveling up to me. Okay, so where I am at this point in my life, I am on the verge of getting approved to open up my insurance agency.
Okay.
I don't want to, and that to me is huge. That's me leveling up financially, but also establishing myself.
Okay.
Um, I feel at the moment dating would be a distraction. So I want
Are
to
you talking about for like State Farm Farmers or Allstate? Or are you talking about what?
go
Prim-
State Farm.
Okay. And State Farm, are you captive?
I would be captive,
Yeah,
yes.
I've had my 7, my 6, my 63. So let me ask you, can white women do the same thing you're doing and still have a husband?
Can they do it? I don't.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. I haven't seen many that
Oh, I
doesn't
have.
have a husband.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of white women who were married while they were leveling. After they leveled, when see the thing is, black women tend to think that um, you can put things in a box, while everybody else tends to be able to spin multiple plates. But let's go ahead and play it forward. Once you level up, what city are you in?
I will be in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Okay, Chesapeake, Virginia. And what's your goal annual income?
Ultimately, what's the time frame? are you giving me right
Give me
now?
how old are you?
I'm 31.
4 years.
In 4 years, I plan to be making about 450K.
All right, and then you would want a man earning how much?
I would like a man earning, if not where I am, exceeding my income.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2",
How much do you weigh?
130,
Best size?
6.
Okay, 5'2", 136. And your previous relationships did not work because it was kind of vague, but you weren't willing to do what? I couldn't really understand. It was almost as though it seemed like you didn't have patience for people or you didn't want to do something. What was the reasoning? It didn't work.
It's not necessarily didn't have patience. It's more so I will actually um, I will tell you what's bothering me, and I will
Mm-hmm.
give you time to correct the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I would communicate, but once I see that you're not trying to either understand me, communicate with me, or you shutting me out and you really don't care about me or what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, then therefore I just match your energy. And
Okay.
it wasn't until I matched the energy that they
I get it. I
wanted
get it.
to. And
Do you have
so
any children?
I have two.
Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what would most people say you look like? What would you-
I would say a 9 to 10.
Okay. So you're telling me you're a woman who's either 9 or 10 in the face, dress size 6, and your goal is 450,000, so almost half a million in 4 years. Which, yes, in the chat room you can do that with insurance, definitely, especially if
Absolutely.
you own an agency. Yeah, I know you can. I mean, I know you can, especially if you start selling financial products.
Mhm.
It's not just PNC. So I know, yeah, obviously I know. But you have two children, boy or girl, or both. What is it?
Two boys,
And the ages?
10
Hmm.
and 1.
Same father?
No,
Were you married to either father?
no,
And but you've been married?
I have.
Okay. You want to fill that in for me?
Uh,
Were you married?
well,
What? Were you
after
married early?
after I had my first son, his father and I broke up like after he was 6 months,
Okay.
and I met my ex-husband 6 months after that. We were together for 8 years. We were married 5 of those 8 years. Um, got divorced and then hopped right back into a relationship and had another kid. And I realized a
Okay. So
cycle
let me
that
ask you.
was
So
going.
let me ask you that the first child's father, is he alive?
He is.
Second child's father alive?
He is.
Are either of those men high earners?
They make under 100K. I would say
So they're
not
not
to
high.
my life.
So they're not high earners. They're not high earners. Okay.
No,
So you had a child out of wedlock, married, then another child out of wedlock.
I did.
All right. And your ultimate question is all this leveling up. Should you date while you're leveling up, or should you wait till you get to the level and then open the floodgates?
Right.
There's not going to be any floodgates.
Why do you say that?
You'll be 35 years old with a 6-year old and a teenager, both by two lower earning men. Why would a man who's making a half a million plus want to deal with that?
Why would he want to deal with it? I
Yeah.
think it just depends on the perspective that he's taking. Um,
Or
I don't have any.
give me the perspective that you think a man who's making a half a million plus would take to choose to deal with that.
Well, see, I would say that I don't have any baby daddy drama, right?
Neither do women.
I'm pretty
Neither do women
solid.
with no. Hold on. Neither do women with no children.
That is true, but
So,
I think based
but
off the
you,
strength
but
of
still,
who
but
I
okay. So
am,
listen. What I need you to understand. This is just going to slowly step through this. You have no baby daddy drama. Neither do women with no children who are your age and younger. Okay, so not having baby daddy drama is a given for men making a half million plus. We don't deal with baby daddy drama. We expect not to have it, but you have the babies. Are the men taking financial care of their children
they are.
fully?
Yes, when they
Are
have them.
now when they
Mhm.
have them, are they on child support?
No,
Then you're expecting a man to come in and pay for other men's children. That's what you're
well,
asking. Hold on, listen what you're asking. This is what you're asking. A $500,000 a year man to come in and put your children in a house big enough for you, your two boys, him. Are you planning on having any more children?
no.
So he doesn't even get a child from you. So he has to take care of two, two other men's, not one, two other men's children. And he has to come in and provide a bedroom for you, a bedroom for one boy, a bedroom for another. So that's three bedrooms, a guest room, so a 5 bedroom house that you will be working on, granted, but he still has to pay into that. He has to pay mortgage, light, utilities, all this for another man's children. Why are they not on child support paying for those boys?
They're not on child support because we all have an agreement. I
I
pay for
get
things.
I get
They
it,
pay for
but
things.
another man is not a part of that. And why would another man come in and see? This is what I mean. See, a lot of you ladies never think about it from a man's standpoint. It's all what you want. Why would I go out and make $500,000 a year to come into your situation with two boys? Uh, let's just play it forward. Let's say it's somebody like myself. Would I be allowed to whoop the children?
You'll be allowed to whip the kids.
Yeah.
No, you will be allowed to discipline them.
Hold
Absolutely.
on. No, okay. But would I have to put food on the table for the children?
Yes,
So I have all the responsibility of a biological father, but I can only discipline them. So do you think a child would be able to figure out that I'm basically there are things I cannot do even though I have all the financial responsibility?
well, this is the
Do
thing.
you think a child would be able to figure out that stepdad can't whoop me? That's a yes no question, man.
They will figure it out.
Right. So stepdad
They
can't whoop
will.
me. Stepdad can't whoop me. Mama ain't gonna give the stepdad a kid. The stepdad has to pay for me. Now, real dad don't have to pay anything for me, but stepdad has to pay like real dad does. Then stepdad has to interact with dad one, dad two, because those two men have children in stepdad's house. Are you starting to understand why there will be no floodgates? Why would a man who's making $500,000 plus a year volunteer for this duty? Because you're a 9 or a 10 in the face and you're a size 6? Let's say you're beautiful. Let's say you just fall out fine, you're gorgeous. Let's say your pussy is like heaven. Then what?
See, I think that I'm not the individual that doesn't have anything to offer but a cute face.
What do
And
you have to offer to overcome just those very few things I said? The man cannot discipline the children, so he has responsibility. Do you understand that no man wants to have children in his house from another man? Do you understand that?
I do understand that.
Do you understand that no man wants to have children in his house that he cannot control? Do you understand that?
I do
Do you
understand that.
understand no man wants to have children in his house that he cannot discipline?
I do understand that.
Then why do you think whatever you have that bring to the table overcomes those three very those three things that are extremely difficult, and we've only scratched the surface? There are 2 million more black women than black men. Why would a high earning black man pick this? This is part of this level up stuff. This level up stuff has told you women that all you have to do is go to the bank of men and you could just put your ATM card in and get out of Henry. No, ma'am, you can't. That's why Shira and none of these other women can show you any receipts of women actually marrying well to do men. And talk
Well,
about
see,
it.
the thing is, in the industry that I'm in and the relationships that I've built, the people that I'm around,
Mhm.
this does happen. Now, for me,
No,
I'm not
it
saying
happens for who? It happens for white women with you see white women with two children by two different men getting getting $500,000 man. You do?
you'll be surprised,
No, no,
Kevin.
ma'am.
Now, does it
Ma'am, do I sound like I
happen?
don't know? Do I sound like I don't know about the insurance business?
No, what I'm saying is
Do I sound
based
like I don't know about the insurance business, ma'am?
no, you sound like you're very well
So
rounded
so
and
so let's not play that game. Men who are at district level, who have their own agencies, who is making that kind of money, don't go wife a woman with two kids with two different men that they can't take care of. Ma'am, here's the scenario. You may be attractive, but you have a 1-year old. Let me let you in on a secret. You've signed yourself up for 17 more years of single. 17 more years of side chick. I'm just going to give you the bottom line. 10 years, 1 year. I meet you for the first time. You look good. I want to kick it with you. But I look at your life and say, you got a 10-year-old, an ex-husband, and a 1-year-old. This woman makes terrible decisions. I'm not going to commingle my finances with you. And then, especially when you run down the fact that I can't discipline these children, but you expect me to pay bills for these kids that these other guys ain't paying for? What fool do you think is going to do that? Because you work for State Farm? State Farm is not something that's going to do voodoo on somebody. You got 17 more years of single side chick. Guys will tell you stuff to get in your pants, but no one is rushing to meet a woman with two kids by two different men. I don't care what kind of money you're making. And that's the life you chose, man.
I definitely accept your perspective and I ponder this. I really do. And
Well,
that's
I would
why
say
for
I
me,
would say I would say you go look in the chat room or go ask. Do you know any men who are making $500,000 or more?
do I personally know him or you want me to ask them in the
Do
chat
you
room?
do you no no do you personally know any men who are business owners making $500,000 or more, or just $500,000 or more? Do you know any?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and are they? Can you ask them if they'd want this?
Okay, see, my initial question was, should I entertain my suitors?
Yeah, you should
Maybe,
entertain your suitors. Are
maybe,
your suitors offering marriage?
yes. My suitors are offering marriage.
Mm.
Let me take you and the kids out. Let me do this. I am not entertaining
Oh,
them
okay.
based
So
off
I
the
will tell you
fact
this:
that
if
I'm
they're
not
offering,
where I want to be.
if they're offering you marriage, when I say they're offering
I,
you marriage, hold on, listen. I want to be real clear what I'm saying because I know what men say. As a man dropped to one knee and presented a ring and said, "Will you marry me in public?"
no.
Then it's bullshit. It's all a ploy to get more pussy. No offense, man, but that's what it is. They know what you want to hear. They know what you want to hear. But a man who's serious about this does not talk. Okay. What you're trying to get me to understand and accept is true is that a man who is serious about courting and suiting, making a woman his wife talks to her about becoming a wife. No, that man actually courts her. That man actually goes out and buys a ring. That man plans a proposal and proposes in public, possibly using your sons to help him, to make sure this is on your finger to know that he's not playing any games, especially if he has the kind of money and resources, because he doesn't have time to play. Have you seen one of those in public?
I have not seen a ring in public, but
Then it
my
don't
thing is
matter.
this.
Then it does not matter, man. When it rises to this level in public, then we can talk. Until then, it's pissing in the wind.
But I'm not even entertaining them enough to know how far they would go with
So why are you
what
saying that they are
he
suited? Okay,
gives.
ma'am, if you're not entertaining them far enough, how can you say they're offering you marriage?
I have been offered marriage on many occasions by
How? How are they?
by
How
hold
are they
on,
offering you
by
marriage?
the individuals I've been in relationships with.
Who?
What
Okay,
and
ma'am,
this is
ma'am, ma'am,
after
ma'am, 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 ma'am. I'm just trying to understand who has offered you marriage and how did they do it?
three individuals that I was in a relationship with after my first son. One I married, and they offered me marriage by way of a ring and asking me
But
to
that's
marry my
not that.
first
But
son.
that was the guy. Okay, three guys wanted to marry you, and you married one, right?
Yes,
That was then. Since then, you've had another child who is
that is true.
currently entertaining you, offering you marriage.
No one is offering me
Who is
marriage.
currently discussing marriage with you.
One individual that I stopped entertaining because he started to speak on marriage. Understand, I understand a
Whoa, 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 whoa,
position
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa,
I
man,
have
man,
placed
okay,
myself
hold
in.
on. All right, okay. One individual you stopped seeing brought up the subject of marriage. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And were you okay? Maybe we have different definitions of entertaining. Were you guys dating,
Eh, yeah, we were dating. I was entertaining
ma'am?
his courtship, if you will.
Ma'am? Were you intimate?
Yes.
So a man that you were dating and were intimate with just float. How do he offer marriage or bring up the subject?
And discussion of our goals, planning, future.
And where was this
Quite
discussion?
often
Was it
he
over
would.
dinner? Was this as a night would like to?
This discussion was held more than once, a
Okay.
few times.
So
So
like I said, ma'am, like I said 5 minutes ago, you're dating a man, you're having sex with a man. He knows how to get a hold of you, and if you're serious about marrying you, he'd have produced a ring. He's just trying to keep his pocket pussy going. You can call it what you want to. But the way you're making this sound is you got all these suitors out here and all these guys, and I have to stop you to get you to be definite, to get you to tell the complete story. You got one guy who said it'll be nice to get married and we could get married, but he's not produced a ring. And I go back to what I said. When he drops to one knee and produces a ring, then you can talk about he's offering you marriage. He ain't offering you nothing. He's offering you conversation. You can make it seem like you're in charge of something and you are picking and choosing. There ain't nothing to pick from. And
so we
last thing, this was a guy that you were. that you were entertaining before you got married to the last one, right? This is a do
Hmm.
over, right?
Which individual are you
The
speaking
one you
of
the
right
one you're
now?
talking about now that you're dating and entertaining. Is this a new guy or is this a guy you knew? Because you said you had three guys
This
and you
guy,
met.
this guy. No, I over my adult life thus far, three individuals have proposed marriage. I married one.
When you say they
This
proposed
last
marriage, okay. When you
individual
say
is
hold on, you said they proposed marriage. Proposal to me means they dropped on one knee and produced a ring. Did all three men do that?
not the last one.
Then they
The
didn't
last.
propose. Then he did not propose marriage.
Okay, so are you saying that I should not entertain these individuals because there's no hope for a woman like me? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm getting. Even if it is, because I'll say this: individuals of my standard and where I want to be in life, these individuals are, um, I would say, trying to court me, but I don't entertain them. I understand the position that I've placed myself in, being a single mom, being a mother of two boys from two different, fathers, and the age gap. I understand all of that. I understand that now. When these things were happening,
What is the
I'm not
question, man? Man, what is the
listening.
question,
The question is, should I entertain these individuals
ma'am?
or just
Can you get,
wait until
ma'am,
I get who I
ma'am?
want to
Can you
be?
get paid on a deal that you don't have signed?
No.
Then you can't entertain payment. Ain't nobody offered a deal. Ain't nobody signed a deal with you. There's nothing to entertain. What are you talking about? You're using all these words like you in charge of something. There ain't no deal signed. There ain't no money coming. This is you're forecasting shit. You're forecasting. Let's get business. You're forecasting sales that you haven't closed. How about that? That clear enough for you? You're forecasting stuff you haven't closed. They just talking. Ooh, I sure would like to sign with you. Man, that insurance policy look good. Yeah, well, proposal look good. Yeah, come back to my office. Let's talk about it. Yeah, bring those donuts and coffee. Yeah, let's run through it again. Sign on the line. No. I went out to the signature part, but let's talk about it. Can you deposit that shit in the bank? No, because it has not been closed. I know what I'm talking about. And I told you at the beginning, no man that's a high value man who can't is gonna take on making a half million more, seriously gonna do this. Not with options, no. And the guy you talking about, is he making $500,000?
No, he's not.
How much is he making?
Right around 56, maybe, give or
Bish,
take.
you sat here and wasted my time for this. Seriously. Cause I've been going down this path. I got men to do it. Get off my phone,
Yeah, oh man, this was actually crazy. So this woman came in initially making it seem like she had a plethora of options. And as we peel the layers back and she's telling us about these stories, we come to find out that the person that she's dealing with are not even half of what she's looking for. But let's go back a little bit. The woman comes in, she's speaking on the fact that she has multiple potential suitors. So now we're all assuming, well, all right, well, is at least 3 to 4 men all going after this woman? Is like she's on what, Love is Blind or something? I don't know, right? And she has all these suitors that just want to marry her, but she's trying to figure out, should she go ahead and get to that money first and to establish herself first before she give any type of conclusive decision. Before she give any conclusive answer, she wants to know, do I do this first or do I do this? Come to find out, this woman has 2 children. All right. Women have children sometimes. It happens, right? She said she claimed she was married before. All right, cool. But as we peel the layer back, we then find out she just doesn't have 2 children. She has 2 children by 2 different men. And that right there changes everything. Because now one, going into your next relationship, not only does your next boyfriend or husband have to speak to one man about a child, now he has to speak to two different men. And also, you're putting the standard of, well, I'm going to be making about $500,000 in 4 years. So the man I'm going to be looking for has to at least make $500,000 a year. Now, do you see where the discrepancy comes into place? Because now you want to get into a whole different situation. Two kids, two different men, $500,000 a year. You need him to make $500,000 a year. Then he can't discipline him. He really has no say so. He has all the responsibility, none of the authority. How does that sound like a good deal? And now the the three men she was dealing with, first one had a child, didn't get married. Next person she was with got married to, didn't have a child. Third person she started dealing with, no marriage, had a child. So the married guy that you were with couldn't even get a child. But the two unmarried ones were the ones that got the child. Just doesn't make any sense. But I want everyone to please comment your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications and go support the Godfather's channel. Go to Kevin Samuels' channel. Go support the channel. Go show love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.